So this is 72 acres. Out in this area, these were all farms. As we got into this house and we're doing all the demo and everything, it became apparent, like Guido and his friends, who were a bunch of farmers, decided to build a house. And it really looks like that on the inside. As we started peeling back the layers. With that said, it's been here for, 50 some 60 years or something like that. The first thing we did at this project was what we do in most of our projects is instead of just demolition, we do deconstruction. And so we're piecing apart all the finishes so they can be donated to somewhere. Habitat for Humanity. Oh, cool. There's a few places over in the East Bay that will they're kind of like, they're nonprofit resale. It costs more to do because you have to carefully take them apart, wrap them when you transfer them. But for us to keep things out of the landfill is just fantastic. All the Ipe decking over there, all the stainless steel cable rail, we've saved siding. I don't know if we're gonna be able to use it all, but the goal in this project is to try to make this as green as possible. And so they have a barn down there, which is more like a shop. They've got a well down there that pumps all the water up to those two tanks up there. That's how they get their drinking water. And we are gonna put a pretty massive solar array up there in the field. So they will be completely off the grid. There's a generator under that big box. They've got goats, they've got sheep. They raise food, chickens. So you can see through there in the basement level where we got the cribs under there to lift that section of the house. The way it tears up on the hillside, we tore into the hillside on the back. This is just gonna be wide open all the way through. No intermediate walls. You're gonna have like a pantry here, a little like seating nook, bathroom, but then everything else is just gonna be wide open. Obviously all new doors and windows. We'll continue the deck out so it's, instead of this pointed, it's gonna be square. This is the living space down below that we'll get into. We're gonna raise this beam up somehow. So when you're standing back to like where you are here, you don't get that right in your sight line. There's a real push on this house to make sure it's gonna be sustainable. So we're using a lot of just naturally sourced products. We're gonna have a metal roof. It's something you don't have to replace for, 70 years. You can see when you get into this, where we've cut here. So we dug down to get the lower level all the way to the back. And this is a brand new foundation wall that goes all the way down. So we've done these, you can see the lines here. We've done these in lifts. So we tore out this center section first, ran the bar, and then we do shotcrete. You're actually shooting the concrete out of a hose at really high pressure, and the heat kicks it off. And so it'll cure in like half the time, which is pretty amazing. But so we can do a wall like this in, a few 20 minutes. You start these projects and you hope you're just gonna get going, but we did the demo and all of a sudden it was like, all right, now we got to design and try to stay focused. Yeah. And the clients then have wanted to add this landscape aspect to it. So we will take care of all the concrete, like new retaining walls, reconfiguring of the stairs and the entry and everything. We don't do any plantings or stuff like that, but we'll do all the hardscape. It's just really, it's exciting to have a project like this.